How long has she had this tumor?
Ya va a tener el año.
1 year.
I'm Dr. John Terrell. Since I've finished training, I've been in Arcadia here for about 15 years doing general surgery. This is Tim Murphy, pilot extraordinaire.
Long-time firefighter, right?
I've 37 years, but I'm retired now.
And you both live here in Arcadia?
Yes.
We do.
Carrie Montoya, who's a scrub nurse at the hospital. We all go down and work for a clinic called Liga International, which is a group that goes down on missions into mainland Mexico to a small clinic in the town of El Fuerte. We take care of whatever walks into the door, basically, if we can. I've been working with them probably about 10 years now. Tim's a pilot, and he's been involved in it for 9 years. He flies his private plane down and takes me and Carrie and anybody else that he can get with supplies down there a couple times a year whenever we can go down. The last time we were down, which was in March, she and her mom just came into the clinic in the afternoon, just like anybody else, and showed us her tumor there. And obviously this was something that we couldn't take care of down there. It's pretty primitive facilities down there, and it's not dangerous as it is now, but it's growing quite rapidly. If it's grown this large in 1 year, as you can see, it fills her whole neck. It's pushed her, the vessels in her neck, her breathing tube, trachea over to the side. You know, another year from now it would be a big problem because of just the size of it alone. It does not look like it's a cancerous tumor. It's a type of tumor that tends to, even though it's benign, it tends to come back very quickly and recur if you don't get it all out. We were able to keep her name, and then when we came back here, I talked to Methodist Hospital here in Arcadia. Tim talked to people and got some people to donate. People at Liga were able to get a medical visa for her and her mom, and once that got worked out, the hospital was happy to donate the time for her to be in. And Dr. Chandrasekhar, who's a plastic reconstructive surgeon, really is the key to the whole thing, volunteered to reconstruct her after we take the tumor out. Surgery is for tomorrow, Monday. Probably going to be anywhere from a couple hours to maybe 8 to 10 hours, depending on what has to be done. And it involves a majority of the jawbone, the lower jawbone, so that's going to be the tricky part of it, where the Dr. Chandrasekhar is going to have to reconstruct that with probably bone from her leg. That's what's going to take the long time. She'll probably need to be here, again, depending on how extensive it is and how much reconstruction we have to do, Dr. Chandrasekhar has to do. Probably in the hospital for a week to 2 weeks, and then here for another week or two after that before she goes home.
You can imagine if you're holding your daughter and two strangers show up you've never seen before, going to take them on a plane and just take off into the sky and go to another country. There's a lot of hope and a lot of faith there on all sides, and they just jumped in, and the way they went, they were wonderful passengers. I know she had a horrible headache coming down, bumpy air. But
It's her first time that she's ever flown. She liked it, but she didn't like when the plane was getting ready to land. She didn't like that feeling.
The mother and daughter have been staying with us since we came up here, which was last Monday. We have no shortage of people that have offered to help, and like I say, the donations that have been stimulated by Gary Kovacek, our council member, and his wife Barbara, have been marvelous. People of Arcadia have just mailed in checks. A number of my family members I'm proud of have also contributed, so we're proud to say it's not going to cost that family a dime. Given that we had to mail them, the $8 for each of their passports, I think you can imagine this wouldn't have happened without all these wonderful, skilled people here.
Estoy muy agradecida con todos, todo lo que están.
She's just very grateful and thankful for everybody and what everybody's doing for her.
Dile pues.
Dile yes.
Yes, dile.
Dile sí entonces.
Sí, dile. Dile pues. Dile mami.
She's very shy, but yes, she's ready and anxious to do it.
Good, good.
Ya estoy preparada para
I
mañana.
understand you went to Disneyland. How did you like Disneyland?
¿Cómo te gustó Disneylandia?
Dile cómo
Dile cómo te gustó.
divertiste, dile.
¿Te gustó?
Maybe that smile
Yes,
says it.
yes. She liked
La
it.
boca, dile amor.
Is she enjoying her stay here in Arcadia? Or is she anxious to get home?
¿Te está gustando aquí en Arcadia donde estás
¿Te está
aquí en
gustando
esta
aquí?
casa?
¿Eh?
Y... No. ¿Ya te quieres ir para la casa? Yeah, she misses home.
Glad to be home with
Yeah.
friends. Yeah.